Hi, Blue Team parents. Welcome to our virtual open house. This is Mr. Kessler here with the rest of the teachers, and we're going to go through some of our expectations today. Blue Team classroom expectations, and these go for virtual classrooms also. Be sure to cooperate with your teachers and classmates at all times, and please respect the rights and property of others.
Okay. Next, we're going to talk about carrying out student responsibilities. In order for your student to do this, it's going to look like the following. Being on time for class, which is easy if you're brick and mortar because you're sitting in the room for pretty much the whole day. BCA, please be logged on, even if it means waiting in the lobby for your teacher to officially start the Google Meet. Coming prepared to class means the following. You have reading material, a notebook, pencils, definitely your Chromebook, and your brain to learn. Please participate in any class discussions, verbal discussions, and complete your written work, which also means on time.
Cell phone policy. Cell phones must be on silent and out of sight during the school day. This goes for BCA as well. Every time you leave the room, your cell phone must be in your Chromebook case or in your backpack. Repeated noncompliance will result in cell phone confiscation. See the student handbook for details. You are allowed to be on your cell phone during brain breaks.
On Blue Team, we eat the last lunch, which is not until 12:30. So students are allowed to bring a snack to eat period 5-6. That's also one of our mask breaks in the hallway. Please remind your students that it has to be a healthy snack and it should only take 5 minutes to eat it. Examples, granola bar, pretzels, fruit, cereal, yogurt, anything like that. Students may also carry a clear water bottle throughout the day, which we definitely recommend having as well this year.
If your child receives any homework assignments, it's actually classwork that did not get completed and will need to finish for the following day. If it is possible for your child to not have any homework because they did it during 13th period. So if you get the homework email and they're one of the brick and mortar classes, they have a time period at the end of the day that they might have gotten it done. Just ask your child to show it to them, or show it to you if you have any questions or doubt that they got it done.
All Blue Team teachers do add completion points to assignments. On your screen, you will see the breakdown. So usually it's 4 points added on for completion itself. If it is on time, you will receive 100% of those points. If it's 1 day late, it goes down to 50% or 3 out of the 4 points if that's what we're using. 2 days late, 25%, and 3 days late, 0%. We do want you to turn it in even if you are receiving that 0% because we want you to complete all of your assignments.
I'll get an email about that.
Yeah, we will. And on the left side is your grading scale. It has changed from the intermediate school. So we have letter grades, A, B, C, D, F. So your A is 93 to 100%. Your B is 85 to 92%. Your C is 77 to 84%. Your D is 70 to 76%. And your F is anything 69 or below.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Trimble. I have your student for math class. This is my 16th year teaching at Northeastern Middle School. I've taught 7th grade math for all 16. I went to Shippensburg University and Northtown High School before that. And there's a bunch of teachers here that went to Shippensburg as well. So a little bit about math class this year. This is just an outline of some topics that we'll cover. In 7th grade, we cover a little bit of everything in math. If your child is in intermediate algebra, they will cover all of these topics in addition to the first part of the Algebra 1 curriculum, and they do the second part of Algebra 1 in 8th grade. Grades for math class are based on in-class assignments and homework. We already talked about homework is usually completion of things that we started in class that day. Their assessments will be the bulk of the points for math class, quizzes and unit tests. Projects will be mixed in here or there, and then they'll get participation points. That's basically for completing the work that is assigned in class. Whether you're a BCA or brick and mortar, you will get points for completing assignments that we're doing during that class period. For math, your child needs 3 things. They need a pencil every day. They need a notebook. Spiral bound notebook is the best. Single subject is fine. And they also need a folder. At the start of the year, every student received a packet of the notes for the first marking period. Second marking period, they'll receive the same, and then third and fourth. So the folder will be for that packet. The notebook will be for any scratch work or other notes that we take by hand. That's also where they can do some of their homework assignments, as most of the homework assignments I'll just be collecting the final answers.
Hi, I'm Ms. Gerber. I'm one of the 2 ELA teachers for the Blue Team. You can see my contact information. I have 2 daughters, Cameron and Peyton, and this is my 18th year at Northeastern Middle School, where I also went to Shippensburg University, and I'm currently enrolled for my second master's at York College in the Educational Technology program, which is ironic because it doesn't help troubleshoot most of the problems that we're having with our technology.
And I'm Mrs. Stefanik. I'm the other ELA teacher on the Blue Team. My email address is there. I do not have any kids. I'm married with 2 puppy children, and I went to Slippery Rock University for my undergrad and graduate program.
This year, we're going to use a variety of topics, and most will be embedded in where you can see it says actively learn, sometimes Newsella. Some of our original text will be taken from the language of literature, but everything has been converted in some way or another to be housed on actively learn. This site should already be bookmarked by your child, so you can ask to see what their virtual textbook looks like, and you can see what their first assignment was, which was actually a reading inventory, so we can get to know more about them as readers. The variety of texts that we'll read include short stories, novels, poetry and dramas, essays, and articles of various topics. Novel studies include A Christmas Carol, House on Mango Street, and any others that pop up along the way. We expect students to come with their materials just as advertised in the previous slides. Chromebook mainly, but writing utensils, an extra reading book, binders are helpful just in case we do have those technology glitches, which happen from time to time. Content covered also includes grammar, writing, and critical thinking skills. Again, that would be parts of speech and how they function in a sentence, building vocabulary, proper punctuation, and all types of writing, including paragraph structure, TDAs, CERs, narratives, informatives, and argumentative essays, also including research skills.
ELA grades are based on those things you see on your screen, various writing assignments. There will be shorter ones and full process essays, quizzes and tests, any classwork that we do, any projects that we might assign. Actively Learn, our online textbook, comes with embedded questions, so we also grade those as a comprehension check. Any Edpuzzle, No Reading, or Study Island assignments, which we usually use for practice, and then any homework, which again is just that completion grade because they didn't finish something in class.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Adria Barber, and I teach life science. I attended Shippensburg University, and I'm currently attending Lebanon Valley College for my master's in STEM education. The topics that we will be covering this year in life science are lab safety and the scientific method, microscopes, cells, genetics, diversity of living things, 6 kingdoms, and then we'll end the year with the environment and ecology. Your student this year is equipped with a 7th grade life science Google site. The Google site can be found on my Google Classroom. So if you'd like to follow along with with what your student will be doing this year, please feel free to check out the website.
Hi, this is Mr. Kessler, social studies teacher. This is my 19th year at Northeastern. As you can see, I was a Dallastown Wildcat. I went to York College and went to McDaniel University for my master's degree, and I'm a 4-year veteran of the United States Air Force. Hopefully, your child has come home and showed you our syllabus. That goes over everything we'll be covering this year. One of the things that I do like to do is show a current event article from either CNN or Fox, keeping your students abreast of what is happening in the world on a daily basis. The next slide is going to show you the syllabus. Please be sure to click on the above link to see what we're covering this year in geography. This is the 7th grade website. It shows everything that we'll be covering on a daily basis. So I would strongly suggest that you take a look at this. If your child is absent, you can go ahead and look and see what we covered that day. Great website. Please be sure to take a look at it. And this is the 7th grade pacing guide. Today we've been talking about what is geography. We're going to take a look at landforms and water forms later on this week. Navigation school, 5 things of geography, culture. And then we're going to get into our map work as we go around the world, taking a look at South America, Europe, Middle East, Russia, China, Africa, Oceania. We also will be covering special events throughout the year like 9/11, Veterans Day, Columbus Day, and Pearl Harbor. Any questions, feel free to send me an email.
Hi, my name is Joshua Olver. I'm the learning support teacher on the Blue Team. My email address is up top. You can email me with any questions you have. I only work with section 7.8 and 7.10. I split between both sections. If I'm not in your child's section, then my aide, Mrs. Ritz, is. I have a student teacher right now. Her name is Miss McIntyre. I have another one coming in around October, and they're also helping out with the BCA sections too. This is my 15th year teaching at Northeastern, but my 16th and a half year as a January hire. I graduated from York College, and I'm back at York College now with a master's in educational technology. I'm also one of the varsity assistant coaches for football. So hopefully, I can see you guys on a Friday night. They let you guys in, and hopefully we play. But if you have any questions, please email me. Thank you. Thank you for coming.